Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. We are playing Priest. We're 2-0. The games were a little bit difficult. Well, the first person was a Warlock, and he had a pretty bad deck. He lost, although we did get Mind Control tapped twice. Then we played against a Shaman, who I had a pretty iron grip on the game, but he top-decked some pretty good cards all right in a row. Wasn't enough, though. He still lost, but I might have needed to be a bit more aggressive in racing him out. I tried to take it slow and steady, and it ended up backfiring a little bit as he clung on for longer than I would have liked him to. Now we are continuing to play. Priest, I'm on a super cold streak with Priest. I have not broken to 6 wins in my last 6 runs with Priest. It's actually kind of depressing. It used to be my most consistent class where I would get 80% success rate, and then just boom, 6 runs in a row. That's just goes to show, folks, you know. Don't take anything for granted in this life. You never know when it's all going to get taken away from you. Mowbray the Rogue is our opponent. And she passes on turn 1. Okay, now that I got a couple of 2-drops, I will go ahead and play the Panda. The reason I'm playing the Panda over the Crocolisk is, of course, if the Crocolisk lives, I can't play the Panda on turn 2. If she kills this Panda with, say, Backstab or whatever, charging Murloc, I can play the Crocolisk next turn, and it's much better than against the Shaman I just played, where I coined a Panda and then it died, and I had nothing to do for 3 turns. Wow, this actually is a mirrored memory, whatever you call it. Blue Warrior kills my Panda. Now let's play the River Crocolisk. 2-3. Try pandaing this, huh? Huh? She could dagger Backstab to kill it, of course. But I bet she would have used Backstab if she had it. Alright, Cobra. Well, Cobra's actually very good against the Crocolisk because it kills the Crocolisk and lives to tell about it. Luckily, Shadow Word Pain is a pretty good card. I'll go ahead and put a Power Word Shield on it. I mean, even if this ends up dying, it still drew me a card, so it's not a big deal. And then now it's actually harder to kill for the Rogue. It's difficult a little bit for Rogues to deal 5 damage. They need to have a Dagger out and combo Eviscerate. That was another one of the broken talents that was suggested by Maz. It was all for Rogues, it was your hero ability counts for combo, and it's yeah, that's definitely not balanced. Alright, she got a big dumb beast here, which will do a pretty good job mopping up my stuff. The question is now, do I run in and heal my Crocolisk to deal some damage to this thing, or do I just hit her in the face? I think it's actually more valuable to damage the minion than to damage the face. Since I had nothing better to do with my mana anyway, that seemed like the more sensible move. Now, most likely she'll make a dagger, use this to kill the 1-1, use the dagger to kill the 2-1, and my Defender of Argus will be sad. It's actually a pretty good baseline play. Anything else she does that doesn't involve the dagger would have to be better than that, which makes me a little bit intimidated. Got 2 Holy Novas. Obviously, they're not super impressive at the moment, nor is Holy Smite. But perhaps, with a little bit of luck... Oh gosh, she's going to play a spell and my guys are going to die for free. That's unfortunate. So yep, she shivs the Crocolisk. This person is playing very precisely. Everything now takes a damage. My Murloc dies, and she hits me in the face. Oh, that was quite tragic. I cannot play the Crocolisk and the Defender. I could Holy Nova, but that's... Sure, let's do it. I'm going to do this and just going to Holy Nova. The reason I'm Holy Novaing rather liberally here is because I have another Holy Nova. So... might as well use it while it's good. Then if this thing can survive 1 more turn, I can play Crocolisk and Defender of Argus and get a decent-sized board here on turn 6. Squire, attend me. Okay. I could actually use my other Holy Nova and clear the board again, but let's not do that. Let's just play this, this, and then this. So now the 4-4 can kill my 3-4, but then it'll be down to 1 health, so Holy Nova would finish it off. I'd say my opponent, if she can drop a big drop here, she'll be in the lead. But if she can't, I could actually cling in there with the other Holy Nova. She just plays a bunch of little stuff. Let's say she coins out or combos out a Defiant String Leader on this turn by playing something else small. No, she's going to Squire attend me again. Oh no, that's not good. Luckily the Dagger Mastery doesn't quite kill the Crocolisk. It survives with a clutch 1 health. Is it worth Holy Novaing here? Well, Shadow Word Pain is not going to help me, that's for sure. Alright, let's do Power Word Shield on my Defender of Argus. Thought Steal. Okay, if I Thought Steal, I'm not Holy Novaing. I think I do want a Holy Nova, so we're going to go ahead and run in here like this. Holy Nova to clear the board again. Swing for 3. So I still have another Holy Nova in the deck. Next turn I'm going to have 8 mana. Should be able to Thought Steal and still do more. Got a life advantage. Card-wise, doing okay. 5 to 5. I'm about to go up a card. Mountain Giant. Okay, that's a problem. I need to Thought Steal a Sap or an Assassinate, or I am in trouble. Let's see what we get. Stampeding Kodo and Storm Suck Commando. That is unfortunate. Can I try to burn her out? What do we got? Down to 16, down to 14, down to 12? No, not really. Seems like saving this is better. Alright, we're going to play the Acolyte of Pain, and the reason is that, I mean, I just need cards. I need to draw my way out of this. So I healed this rather than the Crocolisk, because the Crocolisk will die to the Mountain Giant anyway, so I might as well heal the other minion. Let's see if she gives me any targets for these conditional 5-mana removal cards. Weird game. I'm not really doing anything good, but I am, like, tickling away. And as a rogue, she doesn't have any built-in healing. Miraculous Rocketeer's pretty good. It will let her kill my Acolyte and only give me 1 card. Unfortunately, this... Actually, she could use it to kill the Defender on the principle that the Defender's more dangerous. She does decide to do that, which is kind of unfortunate because it means I can't use the Storm Suck Commando. She's actually going to use the Deadly Poison to kill the Acolyte. I got nothing to do now. Oh my god, this is terrible. Holy Fire would kill this at least, but I did not get Holy Fire. Alright, Ravenhold Assassin's not bad. I will actually play that over the Thought Steal here. Because even though it means I'm wasting these last 2 mana, I need to get this down. If I can damage her down to 8, she's in a lot of trouble. She's going to sprint. Well, I don't really mind that too much, because cards are not going to save her. She needs Taunt and Life Gain to save her. Yeah, she's trying to point at this, but she can't. I've got plenty of health. Alright, so we can get down to 8, down to 6, down to 4. I need a little bit more direct damage, so we're going to fish for it with Thought Steal. We got the worst Thought Steal in the history of the universe. Alright, well, let's hit her for 8. Boom. And we're going to put as much onto the board as we can. Just trying to put a lot of stuff on the board, make it as hard for her as possible to clear the board so I can get as much damage through as I can. I can currently get her down to 4, and there's nothing she can do about it. But the last 4 points of damage have to come from somewhere. This Mountain Giant can obviously kill my Ravenhold Assassin, but she needs some removal here. Now, she's got 8 cards. The Deadly Poison doesn't really count as far as removal because she's still going to take the damage from the thing that she hits. Mad Bomber. She's hoping to hit the Mechanical Dragonling. She doesn't. She doesn't hit herself, though, so she's lucky in that regard. But she kept this around, which is important because this is 2 damage that she has to deal with, and that's... Every point of damage at this point makes a difference. Stormwind Knight will get to kill off the Dragonling mechanic thanks to the Mad Bomber's barrel, so that was very lucky for her. But this is actually lethal damage. Oh, the Chillwind Yeti. She didn't have any taunt or life gain. Okay, so I'm going to get to steal a win here. So she gets to kill that, but still, she took the 4 damage. That was all that mattered. We will... Well, let's not bad-mannered. I could have used two of her 2 cards to kill her, but let's just use 1. Okay, that was a bit close. It was weird. I didn't really do anything great that game, but I guess neither did the rogue. She killed some of my things, but she never built up any pressure herself. Was Thought Steal important? Well, the first Thought Steal, I didn't actually end up needing either of the cards I got. Neither the Kodo nor the Storm Suck Commando. The second Thought Steal did just give me a bunch of junk to put on the board. It gave me the Berserker and the Blade Master, and I guess the Blade Master, you know, did the lethal damage by dealing 4 damage to her face with a Deadly Poison. Note that it was not incorrect for her to use the Deadly Poison. If a minion's going to hit you anyway, you might as well kill it. That should definitely be a proverb in my list of proverbs that I'm never going to publish or show anywhere. But it just, you know, she played to her house and it just didn't work there. Because I had lethal damage in a variety of fashions. Brillet? Is that the name of this druid? Brillet? Like, brill it on, bro. I don't know what that is. Okay, Shadow Word Pain is a keeper. Holy Smite, also a keeper. Inconstructed, I don't know, you might not want to do that. You might want to mulligan one of those because druids in Constructed often play slow decks and you might not get any targets for your removal. But here in Arena, where everyone just plays whatever, it's fine to keep. Okay, I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I am not going to coin a Fairy Dragon out. Don't want it to get charging Murlocked or Clawed. Let's just... or Mad Bombered. Yeah, that would have been bad too. Now we could play the Fairy Dragon, coin Holy Smite, and kill the Mad Bomber that way, or we could actually Shadow Word Pain the Mad Bomber and not play a minion. Well, I'm going to use the coin. I think using a coin to get a minion on the field is worth it. So why Fairy Dragon and why not the Panda? Well, I'm gambling that the Fairy Dragon's harder to kill ability is going to be worth it. It does mean I can't play the Panda next turn, but I'm gambling that he's going to play something I can Shadow Word Pain, and then I don't need to play the Panda until next turn. Okay, I'm not going to use Shadow Word Pain on this, obviously. I can just kill it with my Fairy Dragon. Oh man, I wish I could play this thing so badly. Alright, we're going to do this, and I'm going to make a bit of a weird move. I'm just going to do this. Note that I cannot heal my Fairy Dragon with my hero ability because it cannot be targeted by hero abilities. Can't be targeted by hero powers, which is a good thing if you're facing against a mage, but if you're a priest who wants to kill it, that kind of sucks. So I just basically spent my turn healing my 3-2, quote-unquote. I just replaced this 3-1 with this 3-2 for 2 mana. It was not actually good, but it was better than leaving the Fairy Dragon to die to Shapeshift. Well, he's got Wrath. Wrath would not have killed the Fairy Dragon, but it does kill the Panda. He goes for the 1 damage so he can draw a card, because he doesn't have anything else to do. I'm okay with that. He spent his whole turn playing, basically just killing a 2-drop, which is fine by me. Now we're going to hold our breath. We're going to hold our breath and play a Mogushan Warden. The reason I'm... Oh, no, never mind. Playing... Ah, jeez, this will... No, I'm going to hold my breath and... Ah, God, these are both bad. They both died of Stampeding Kodo. Alright, we're going to play the Dragonling mechanic. I'm not that thrilled because Shapeshift will kill off the Dragonling and Swipe will also kill it off. It's just not a good card against Druids, really. But in case he has a Stampeding Kodo, I just didn't want to play a Mogushan Warden. Alright, he plays that thing, which is unfortunate because it does not die to Shadow Word Pain, nor does it die to Holy Fire. It just doesn't die. Let's go ahead and put Power Word Shield there. Light Spawn, alright. So we'll play the Light Spawn. And we're going to get some damage on. I'm actually going to take a little bit of a risk. I'm going to throw the Dragonling in there as well. Reason for that is that I have a feeling that was going to die to Swipe or Shapeshift anyway, so I might as well put 2 damage on the Druid before it dies. Now the Druid can hit the Light Spawn and get it down to a 1-1, and then it'll die off easily to just about anything. He's got a Starfire, though, an even better way of killing Light Spawn. That is, however, his whole turn. So while he gets card advantage, it's his whole turn, and now I've got the kill here. My mechanic will kill this. What is he doing? Oh, is he going to Innervate? Jesus. Oh, that can't be good. Is it, what, Mark of the Wild? Claw. So he Innervate Claws to kill the Dragonling mechanic so that this thing can survive. Well, that's pretty smart. It's worth an Innervate, I think, to preserve this creature. Alright, well, I could play the Mogushan Warden, or I could play these 2 things. Well, I could play the Mogushan Warden and one of these things, huh? Okay, let's do that, I guess. I'm holding my breath, hoping it doesn't have a stampeding Kodo. But as long as he doesn't have a Stampeding Kodo, we're pretty good. I could have played the Crocolisk, which will also kill this. And will not guarantee that Kodo gets my Warden. He's going to play Mark of the Wild, which is very irritating. Lets him kill off my Mogushan Warden. Ugh. This is very frustrating. And the Wolf Rider's actually going to get the kill on my Fairy Dragon, preventing me from killing off this Druid. Man, he is really protecting that Druid. He's just like, Druid, I will not let you down. I will not fail you. I could Holy Fire this thing, but I think it's more important to put stuff onto the board. Look at these MVP Shadow Word Pains. Everything I have dies to Swipe. So be it. This is another card that's bad against Druids. Man, that's why I hate drafting those cards. So I just have not gotten the right cards in my draft or in my draw against this Druidy fellow. And that Druid of the Claw just keeps on living. He's going to kill the 2-1. Well, at least he's not playing Swipe, I guess. These 2 things combined will kill this Druid of the Claw. He will take the initiative. Does he have a way to kill the 1-1? Is he going to play an Ironforged Rifleman or something? Elven Archer? Some kind of a buff? Another Wrath, maybe, to draw a card. Wouldn't surprise me. Mark of Nature! Oh my god. He's just going all in on that Druid. Alright. Either Holy Fire or Reckless Rocketeer will do the job. I'm going to go for the Holy Fire. Reason being, Reckless Rocketeer You know, could actually maybe live. Oh, fudge. I can't use my healing power there. Reckless Rocketeer, I mean, it also deals 5 damage. Also costs 6 mana, but it's a creature. Maybe I'll hit him in the face and it'll stick around and he'll have to use removal for it. So, card-wise, he's got 5 to my soon-to-be 4. I'm in a little bit of trouble here. I need my Thought Steals. Got some Thought Steals here. I'm really looking forward to those. Core Hound. Okay. Well, that's what Reckless Rocketeer is for, I suppose. Mind Vision. Okay, let's Mind Vision first. If he has like another Starfire, I would use that instead of Reckless Rocketeer, for example. I got Violet Teacher. Oh, that's cute, but we need to kill the Core Hound, obviously. Violet Teacher is actually really strong. I mean, I could... Like, okay, let's say he plays Violet Teacher here. I play Violet Teacher, Shadow Word Pain. Boom, your Violet Teacher's dead. I got a 1-1. Boom. Shakalaka. There it is. Okay, so he plays the Violet Teacher. Plays Nourish for 3 cards. No, that's not good. I don't like that at all. Oh, I need Thought Steal real bad. I need Thought Steal so bad. Both of them are in the second half of the deck, which sucks. Worgen Infiltrator. Okay, Holy Nova I also wouldn't mind at some point. Got 3 of those. Wow, this is actually quite the combo. Frostwolf Warlord plus Violet Teacher. Unfortunately, I can't quite do it. I'm mana shy. And I keep on having mana wasted and cannot use my hero ability for anything whatsoever. This is like the worst priest hero ability usage I think I've ever seen in my life. He now has 6 cards thanks to Nourish. I've only got 2. He's got Arcane Golem, so he can kill my Violet Teacher off, and he can actually clear my board. This is really irritating. Really irritating. So Frostwolf Warlord is a 4/4 for 5 mana. Great. I've already played my Murloc Tidehunter and my Dragonling Mechanic, which would be the combos with it. It's just... Man, my deck is not performing well in this game. Gurbashi Berserker, well, at least it dies to Shadow Word Pain. That's kind of cool. Not many 5-drops have that property. Okay, we're going to Shadow Word Pain. Holy Smite. And I'm going to play this thing. I mean, waiting for it is just to get any better just seems wrong. He's got 5 cards to my 1. Thought Steal wouldn't even catch me up, but maybe if I Thought Stole into Nourish or something like that, I could catch back up. Thought Steal, you've let me down. Man, I should have had that. I should have taken that 3rd Thought Steal. I think this could have been a Thought Steal, couldn't it? He's going to Wrath it. Is he going to do 1 damage or 3? That's the question. Doesn't actually matter what he does. He's going to do 3 and just shapeshifts. Okay, so he's got 4 cards to my 0. I'm going to need some epic Thought Steals. Really epic Thought Steals to catch back up in this game. Pyromancer's not that great of a card. Shogun Yeti is, however, a pretty good card. Balls. Yet again, my hero ability does nothing. So he can kill that with either one of his minions. It's just a 3-mana cycle, except I don't get the card until my next turn, so it's pretty awful. But I've got 2 chances now of getting Thought Steal, which is nice. Tiger is getting pretty big, so he's put a lot of damage on the board very quickly. Thought Steal might not be enough. Ravenhold Assassin definitely not doing anything for me whatsoever here. He's got too much health for me to really burn him out. He's got 8, 12 damage. My life total is gonna plummet here. And 2 more cards. Alright, Power Word Shield. That's cute. So let's do this. Power Word Shield. Note that you can, of course, target your own stealth minions with stuff. Heal up a bit. Oh, look at that useful hero ability. Still waiting on Thought Steal. Man, 1 in 9 odds that both Thought Steals would be in the bottom third of my deck. I really need like 2 Holy Novas to clear his board. And I can only top deck 1 at a time, of course. He now deals like 16 damage a turn to me, so I'm actually going to die next turn. Alright, there we go. That's a good card. So we're going to do this. This. I need to think now. Do I kill his minions or do I hit him in the face for 8? Balls. I think I need to hit his minion. Now the reason I'm hitting his minion is that as a priest I can now heal my guy, so I essentially get more durability out of this dude by killing one of his minions and healing than just by letting him hit my opponent in the face. Okay, so he's gonna pop the Cobra there with the Pyromancer and Shapeshift, of course. Luckily he doesn't have Swipe, it seems, otherwise he would have used that. Okay. He's got Power of the Wild, which is very interesting. I would have used it to buff his minions so that he could kill this in 1 blow. Maybe he has more. Does he have another Power of the Wild? He has another Power of the Wild. He's going to make that a Panther as well, though. I really would have used it. Oh, he has a third Power of the Wild. Of course, that explains it. 3 triple Power of the Wild. Even 1 Holy Nova will not do anything. Oh, thanks, Thought Steal. There's like nothing I can get that would do anything good for me. I got Starfall. Doesn't work. Does not work. Okay, here's the move though. Gotta play to your outs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually gonna Starfall across the board. Because the only way that I could possibly win is if I now, on my next turn, top deck Holy Nova and kill all this stuff. He can deal 5, 9, 13, 14 damage. If he does not deal 2 damage with that card, I could actually hang on for a turn if I top deck Holy Nova. Mark of the Wild is exactly 2 damage. He's going to win the game. Oh my god. If I had Starfalled this Yeti, I would have killed it and I would have lived for a turn. But then he would have had 2 4/3s out here that I couldn't have dealt with. Mother of God. Well, that was a bit of a frustrating game, and it took forever. I like it when I suck, but like the games take forever, so people see like a super long timestamp and like, oh, I bet that was a good run, and it totally isn't. You getting trolled right now. Actually, I don't know if you're getting trolled. Maybe I end up doing well. Maybe that was just like one little hiccup, and now I'm gonna crush all the faces that come before me. You never know. I suspect, however, that's not the case. I suspect this is going to be my 7th in a row cold run with Priest. I had a really hot streak this past week. I had like just a bunch of 7-win runs in a row or more, and then we had a couple of slips. But I still have a margin of error. I'm still like at 51% for hitting 7 wins in the new era. But let's see. Well, we can still make it up there. Jager Bomber. At least I'm not playing mages or hunters. That's a plus. That is a definite plus. All right, we're gonna mulligan the Reckless Rocketeer, but we'll keep the others. It's interesting. It told me that one of my friends just finished an arena run, but it didn't say how he did, isn't it? Or isn't it supposed to say how he did? Let me ask Bootsy. Congrats on finishing a run. How'd it go? Well, I'm first against this rogue. My luck had to run out at some point. I was second against rogues for quite a long ways. She has nothing on turn 1, which is a mild miracle. Gonna make a little bit of a tech move, play the Fairy Dragon. I might say, well, Boris, why are you playing the Fairy Dragon? Then the Panda can't be played, but this does not die to backstab, and that is extremely significant to me. I'm gonna play the Acolyte of Pain next, draw some cards. Now this is unfortunate. I would have much rather kill the Panda against this thing than kill the Fairy Dragon, but still, it's okay. My friend Bootsy went 2-3. I'm going to say cool. HS usually says the score, but it didn't with you for some reason. She's going to dagger up. She's going to put Deadly Poison on it. Oh, she's flicking a card like she's got the Deadly Poison. She's got the Deadly Poison, motherfucker. Well, now she kills the Acolyte, draws me a card, but still. Now she has this, which will kill my Panda. Alright, what's better, to Thought Steal or to Panda? I'm actually going to Thought Steal here. The Panda's just pretty underwhelming. I know normally I'd say it's better to put a minion on the board than to Thought Steal, but here, where the creature's just going to die, I might as well put some more cards in my hand and get some more answers. This was a pretty mediocre Thought Steal. Thought Steals have not been that great for me lately. In my yesterday run, it was actually pretty solid. I had some really great Thought Steals, not so much today. Alright, let's go ahead and drop some stuff onto the board. I don't mind too much if the Senjin kills the Blade Master, because then I can shiv it to death. That is one use of this Thought Steal. Probably the more precise play is to use the poison to kill that, which is what she's doing, and then use the Panda to kill this, so it stays at 2 health. However, it'll still die to Holy Nova, so perhaps Holy Nova will be good for me. I just would rather her play a bunch of little things than to play one big thing. Let's see what she's got. Alright, that is a little thing, but it's not little enough for Holy Nova to kill it, unfortunately. In fact, Holy Nova would make it enraged, and that's pretty bad. Okay. Power Word Shield, you're not helpful. Alright, Sunwalker, Texas Ranger it is. This is extremely vulnerable to Assassinate and Sap, but seemed better than anything else. I have another Thought Steal to get ahead on cards. As long as I don't fall wildly behind on the board, I should be okay. If we make it to turn 10, I can do a Poor Man's Flame Strike with these double Holy Novas. That could also catch me back up. Next turn, I can actually shiv this thing in Holy Nova, so I just was 1 mana short of doing that the previous turn. She does have something. It's not a Assassinate, though. Or or a, what's-his-face, sap, so I'm actually pretty glad. An uncomboed Perdition's Blade pings off the Divine Shield. So I'm guessing she didn't have her Shiv, or she would have probably used that. She's going to trade her Senjin in or the Worgen? She trades the Senjin. So she values the extra health over the taunt, which is the correct thing to do. She plays the Bear, which is really, really annoying, because now Holy Nova, I can Shiv one of them to death, but not the other one. I can't play the Warden in front of the Worgen, because then the Worgen turns on Wind Fury and kills it. So this is actually a turn where I have nothing to do. I'm going to Thought Steal again, and get more junk. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me? Alright, we're going to do the Cobra. I'm going to put a Power Word Shield on it. The Cobra, at least, having Power Word shielded right before I draw a Light Spawn, great. The Worgen can't turn on a Wind Fury against it, because the Worgen will die because of the Cobra's ability. However, she can just hit it with her weapon and then use the Bear to kill it and keep the Worgen alive. We're coming up on turn 10 where I could Poor Man's Flame Strike. I've definitely coined that term. Hopefully that'll catch on, start to see some wide use. Okay, so she now uses the Bear to kill the Cobra, I presume, unless she has removal. Alright, the Squire will die to Holy Nova. This will not. She has a combo to Eviscerate, which is annoying, because this Bear is still surviving Holy Nova as well, and I'm 2 turns away from being able to Poor Man's Flame Strike. This, does it help? No. I can't play him after Holy Nova, so he doesn't help. Ugh. Alright, we're going to do this. And I'm gonna play this. So I know that the Raging Worgen can just kill this by itself, but that will require the Worgen to at least go down to 1 health, whereupon Holy Nova will finish it off. Okay, she's gonna take the bait, quote unquote. How to deal with the Light Spawn, that's the real question. Shiv, okay. Draws a card, fair enough. Drops it down to 4 power. Just Shiv and Eviscerate, that would be pretty good. No, she's going to throw the Silverhand Knight away, which is fine. Holy Nova now does clear her board. Can you play more things that die to Holy Nova, please? She seems like a strong player. I doubt she would. I doubt she'd overextend. Yep, she's playing another Raging Worgen. Ball sacks. Oh god, what is it with the 3 toughness minions? Seriously, I wish I'd taken one of those Ogre Magi now. That's interesting. Shadow Madness. I could play that and Holy Nova. Oh, man. With a plan. So by Holy Nova, this guy turns on Wind Fury. I can't steal him. But if I steal him, the Bear's in the way. I can't Wind Fury antics. Oh, it's annoying. I can steal him. I could steal him, buff him with the Defender of Argus, kill the Bear, kill the Cobra. But then this Wind Fury thing is still around. It doesn't actually work very well. I could do this and buff them both with the Defender of Argus. Just shiv this thing to death. Oh man, it's so annoying how much of his stuff survives. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shiv this guy, draw a card. Holy Smite. It's pretty good top deck, actually. Now we play Holy Nova. Boom. And I'm actually going to Holy Smite the Bear. Now, the reason I'm Holy Smiting the Bear is, if she plays a big minion now, I can actually Shadow Madness the Cobra, which is a really good target for Shadow Madness, and kill anything she just played. So now I want her to play something big. No, it's stealthed! Oh, that's not good. That's really bad. Can't target that. Ball sacks. So what I really want to do is, I want her Cobra to not die. I can Poor Man's Flame Strike, but that's really not good enough. Alright, we're going to make a little bit of a tech play here, folks. Going to make a little bit of a tech play. Well, I'm going to see if my opponent realizes what I'm doing or not. I'm going to play this. I'm going to play this. I'm going to heal her Cobra. Say oops. Like I did that by accident. And then I'm going to hit her in the face. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get her to hit me in the face with the Ravenholt Assassin. Then I can Shadow Madness the Cobra and kill the Assassin. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, of course, there's a risk if she can deal 5 damage to me, I'm dead. And it seems like I can't. She can. But I feel like I had to take that chance there. Oh my gosh, she plays a Taunter. That's not good. Okay, well, if I can kill the Taunter with my stuff. Unless she kills the pig with the dagger, which she didn't. Okay. So I can Poor Man's Flame Strike here. That's another way of clearing the board. That might even be better than what I'm trying to do here. Okay, no, this is actually fine. So we're going to... Oh my god, hang on. So Poor Man's Flame Strike kills off just the Cobra. Everything else is at 1 health, and I can trade everything away. Is that better than using Shadow Madness? Like I said in my last commentary, don't get so hung up on a combo that you lose the game. Let me think. I can Shadow Word Pain the Senjin. I can Shadow Madness the Cobra. Kill the Ravenholt Assassin. Leaves me with 4 mana. I can play Defender of Argus. Got protection. Shouldn't be able to deal 5 damage to me. Okay, we're going to do that. I think that's better. Save the Holy Novas for later, when they work more effectively. So we're going to Shadow Word Pain there. Shadow Madness the Cobra. I don't think I can win, can I? This is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I can't win. Use it to kill the Ravenholt Assassin. Play the Defender of Argus, like so. It would be a little bit unlikely for the opponent to be able to burn me out. Now, I could kill this Yeti. Yeah, I'm going to just kill the Yeti. Seemed a little bit risky to hit her in the face and leave the Yeti around. So now this holds up against her dagger. She can remove this and then dagger me in the face. She only needs 4 damage to win. But I just need her to survive for 1 more turn. And then I can Poor Man's Flame Strike next turn, heal for 4. And be in pretty decent shape. So she has another Shiv. She can kill my Piglet. Plays a Sea Giant. Oh, Jesus. Ballsack Christ. Poor Man's Flame Strike does not work against that Sea Giant. Well, let's see, does it kill her? 5 plus 4 is 9. Nope. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Healing this makes no difference. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Holy Nova. The reason for this is mainly just to heal myself, actually. Just to put myself above the point where the Sea Giant kills me. I can't kill the Sea Giant, unfortunately. So basically what happens now is if she can... just, you know, silence or kill this thing with her other cards. The Sea Giant plus her dagger is lethal damage. Really, Sea Giant was like the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Alright, she kills the guy that way, plays an Assassin's Blade. Alright, this is getting ugly. Unless she puts up a taunt or life gain, she's at 7. I can deal 6 damage to her. Jesus, I can get her down to 1 health, but then I'm dead next turn. Wow, well, this is the top deck. I have to top deck Holy Smite or... Reckless Rocketeer or something, and I get that. This sucks. I can get her down to 1 health. The issue is, I am dead. So I have to do this. And this. I have to kill the Sea Giant. And I have to play these things. So these things do represent lethal damage. So she has to trade her Blade Master in for them, unless she can get Taunt, lower life gain, or removal up here. She can only deal 7 damage to me. I'm down to 6. 2 cards should not be able to kill me. I mean, it's possible. Charging Creature plus Cold Blood, for example, would kill me. But I got another chance now to top deck an answer. So she does hit this Piglet, or the little Scout, I guess. She kills that thing, trades the Blade Master away, plays Init Master, which I don't care about. It's low damage. Doesn't matter. As long as the other card is not Life Gain or Taunt, I am happy. It is not Life Gain or Taunt. It is Emperor Cobra that I draw. Well, I have a Holy Fire in this deck. That's the win. I think I still have a Reckless Rocketeer, don't I? That's a win. I believe I have 1 more Holy Smite. That's a win. The Cobra is threatening the win. Her creatures actually can't kill the Cobra. It doesn't deal enough damage. She has to have more damage here. Because note, these only deal damage... Oh, she has the coin. Wow, I didn't know she still had the coin. I wasn't accounting that at all. I'm actually going to win this game, hilariously. The Cobra will be lethal damage. She actually kills herself. Well played. That was... I gotta say this about Priest. I get into some pretty intense games with Priest. I think that was pretty wild there, how much that dragged out. I was down to 4 health, multiple points, but my Holy Novas healed me up. They killed her stuff. Sea Giant wasn't enough to get through. She had a couple of windows there where she could have silenced or burned me out. She just didn't have the cards. And I didn't have the cards, so the game dragged out. Man, what a game. And all that effort, we're still up to just 4 wins. Ugh. Well, this is where my last 6 Priest runs have all ended, in the 4 to 5 zone. So let's see if I can finally crawl out of there. Masticore. It's like Manticore, but it chews a lot. That's weird. This is a pretty god-awful opening hand. We'll keep the Shadow Word Pain. By the way, I do believe it is correct to mulligan Power Word Shields. Power Word Shield, for the most part, is just a 1-mana cycle. That's not something that you need to keep in your opening hand. Might as well just cycle it by mulliganing it, right? And then you get another card that way without having to spend the mana for it. I mean, yes, it puts health on a minion, but that's not doing you any good if you don't have any minions to play. Okay, so let's keep on learning from our past mistakes. Let's not mulligan the panda, or coin the panda, because then if it dies, I got nothing to do. Let's instead, see what she does. Okay, this is actually great. So we can either panda, coin, Holy Smite, or we could just Shadow Word Pain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and go for the panda move, because this puts a minion on the board, puts some pressure out. Now, the disadvantage of that is I can't play the Dragonling mechanic next turn, so if she does spend her whole turn, or if he does spend his whole turn killing this, then I can't do anything next turn. But I'm willing to take that risk. On turn 3, maybe he's got better things to do than kill a panda. Maybe he's going to play a Scarlet Crusader. Oh god, please don't kill my panda. No! Oh, jeez, that was close. Alright, so now we Shadow Word... Okay, I could Shadow Word Pain this bomber, or I could use the panda to kill the bomber and play Thoughtsteal. However, I'm going to go by the logic that it is better to keep a minion on the board than to draw cards. I've got plenty of cards as it is. I might as well keep my minion on the board so that if he plays totems, I can mop him up. I think him being a shaman makes me more inclined to keep minions on the board than I would normally be. Chillwind Yeti is a pretty good card. There's just no getting around that. Let's play Lightspawn. Now the problem with Lightspawn is if you can damage this in some way, let's say with like a Lightning Bolt or Rockbiter Weapon or something, or even a Forked Lightning, then its power drops and the Chillwind Yeti can kill it. I could have played the Dragonling mechanic, but note it doesn't actually kill a Yeti. He's going to kill the panda, which is fine. How is he going to deal with this Lightspawn? That's the question. He doesn't really want to let me kill his Yeti and leave the Lightspawn, because then I can heal it up to be a 3-3, which is pretty solid. Granted, that still dies to Lightning Bolts, but why not use those if he has them? Ah, I see, because he's got Stupid Monkey. And a Master Swordsmith. Okay. So that's how it's going to be, huh? That's how it's going to be. And he beefs up the Yeti. Alright, so I could do the Warden, give him a taste of his own medicine. Just to stop things up. I could also play the Acolyte. I could also play this, which doesn't really work all that well, does it? Yeah, let's do it. This is supposed to be annoying. Hope he doesn't have a Kodo. I'm holding my breath. But the Yeti plus the Master Swordsmith do not kill this thing, which lets my Lightspawn survive and potentially kill the Master Swordsmith next turn. He's going to run in. Does he have a Forked Lightning? That would be the best for him here. Totem, okay. Fishing for a Forked Lightning. Oh my gosh, you got a spell damage totem. Is it a Forked Lightning? I don't know why I didn't play Forked Lightning last turn, but... Oh man, this is scary. No, it's just Engine Shield Master. Very interesting choice. Very interesting choices indeed by the opponent here. I'm not sure if he missed this or if he's just decided to let me heal my Lightspawn and kill this engine outright. I mean, the alternative is I could Holy Fire this engine, kill this, kill that. But why do that when I can actually do more with my mana afterwards? So we do this, we kill that, we kill this Yeti. Now we play a Dragonling mechanic. Again, I think putting a Chillwind Yeti's worth of power on the board is more important than starting to draw cards. So I've gotten as many cards as he does. Cards are not an issue. Lightning Storm would clear my board. He plays a Ventricle Mercenary, which is okay as long as I can Holy Fire it. And he hits me. Okay, so he beefs up the Ventricle Mercenary, which is fine. I don't really... It's pretty much completely immaterial. Now, I could play Sunwalker here. Sunwalker Texas Ranger. And mop up a bunch of his stuff. I could Holy Fire it and just throw the Dragonling away. I don't like the idea of Holy Firing here, though. I got better things to do. Okay, let's Thoughtsteal. I'm going to see if I can get a Hex. Fire Elemental and Lightning Storm make me pretty damn glad that I Thoughtstole. So here's the plan. I'm actually going to heal... I'm not even going to play the Storm down. I'm just going to heal the Lightspawn. We're going to clear off everything but the Ventricle Mercenary. So watch what happens now. He can't actually Suicide this, so he's not playing any more minions. If he top-decked his own Fire Elemental, well, he can't play it. He can hit me for 8, sure, but I don't really care about that. I've got plenty of health. So health is a resource. You know, you can use it to gain strategic advantage. Lightning Storm, coin flip on the Lightspawn, and definitely will not kill the mechanic. It's a pretty important coin flip. He wins the coin flip. And he will actually take the time to kill my minion, which is totally fine. Alright, so now we got a couple of options here. What I think I'm going to do is just play Sunwalker, Texas Ranger, and heal up. Now, if he has a Hex, he can use it. But note, I'm ahead of him on cards. So if he goes 1-for-1 removal, even if it's super efficient, like Hex versus a really good 6-drop, I don't mind. I'm still ahead on cards. Lightning Storm plus Fire Elemental will kill the Ventricle Mercenary, and the only minions he could play are very cheap, or totems, all of which die to Lightning Storm, and Holy Nova for that matter. I just can't play Holy Nova at the same time as Fire Elemental. So this will die to Lightning Storm, that will die to Lightning Storm, okay. Now the other option I have here is I could Holy Fire this thing, kind of wasting the heal. I could Fire Elemental the totem, run in. Unfortunately, because he got a healing totem, this thing is not going to die to the Sunwalker anymore. It seems like Lightning Storm is just the best way of getting rid of his board. Holy Nova also works. And then I don't have Overload. The heal is wasted on the Holy Nova, but it does let me clear off everything and still play this guy. Okay, we're going to do it. So we're going to Holy Nova. Clear his board. He doesn't have a Hex. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I don't think he has Hex. I don't think he's got it, so I'm just going to do that. Play this. And hit him in the face. He would have used Hex if he had it, so I don't think he's got it. So this guy has to run into my Sunwalker anyway, so I might as well just leave it alone and get 4 extra damage through. At this point, 4 damage is kind of a big deal. I've got 5 damage plus 3 is 8 points of burn damage, so if I can deal 7 more damage to him, he's actually lost it. So, not to be like a bad winner or anything, or to be like a sore person, but please observe how awful this Ventricle Mercenary is, how unbelievably bad it was for my opponent this game. So, for the folks with whom I have respectfully debated the merits and demerits of the Ventricle Mercenary, like, this is what I'm talking about. If I have a choice between playing Ventricle Mercenary or playing, like, say, like a Fen Creeper, I'll pick the Fen Creeper pretty much every time. He just top decked a Hex, unfortunately, because the Fen Creeper is never going to be bad, but the Ventricle Mercenary will definitely be really, 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 really bad sometimes. And I don't see the point of taking that risk. Alright, so I can finally put this thing out of its misery and play Fire Elemental. I think I'm just going to do that. So we're going to do this, kill it. Let's put a Power Word Shield on the Fire Elemental, make it as beefy as possible. Frostwolf Warlord, alright, we're going to go ahead and play the Acolyte of Pain. No reason to swing at the Golem because I can't kill it, so I might as well just do this. Now, he top-decked a Hex, so this is really safe. Like, it's almost impossible for him to kill this. He would need to basically top-deck another Hex. Frostwolf Warlord is another good example. Sure, sometimes it's really amazing, but other times it's just terrible. So why take a 5-drop? If you have a choice, why take a 5-drop that's sometimes terrible and sometimes amazing when you can just take one that's, like, always pretty good? Alright, he's going to Frost Shock my Fire Elemental to stop me from attacking for a turn, which is fine. I don't really care about that too much. He gets the 1-1, which is actually a really good drop for him because that enables him to kill off my Fire Elemental with his, even if I heal it up. Cobra's pretty good. We'll take the time here just to get a really big dude. And I am going to go ahead and kill that thing off, I guess, and heal my Fire Elemental. So that way, if he wants to kill this Fire Elemental, he has to use the Harvest Golem as well. Actually, I mean, if anything, he would kill my 7/7 Frostwolf Warlord. And I've got card advantage, board advantage, life advantage. This is just everything advantage. He's got a big game Hunter. Oh my gosh, that's the 2nd time in this run. Luckily, though, if he cashes out this Golem, the damaged Golem will die to Holy Nova. And he really needs to use this to kill my Fire Elemental, because if he doesn't, then the Cobra will kill it. The Golem can't kill the Cobra. Unless this card lets him kill my Cobra, which it doesn't. He needs to use this, or it'll get eaten by the Cobra here. He's killing the Cobra. Now, the reason for this, perhaps, is he saw that the Cobra could kill his Gurubashi Berserker and live to tell about it, and he didn't want to do that. Which is totally reasonable. Okay. Here, let's just play it safe. There's really no reason not to. We're going to go ahead and do this. Then, I play Holy Nova. That heals my guy. Now I can kill the damaged Golem. And I can heal my guy again. So Lightning Storm, while a very good thought steal in general, not really that useful. Could I have won this game? Oh my gosh. I could have just won that turn, couldn't I? I'm sorry, folks. I just got so excited about killing all of his stuff. I forgot that I had Holy Fire here, so that's 6 plus 2 plus 5 is 13 damage. My apologies. I should have won earlier. But anyway, we get the win here. That was a case where it really didn't matter if I won or not, because I had 2 giant creatures on the board and 4 cards in my hand versus an empty board. So I was a little bit bad-mannered if I was doing that intentionally, which I wasn't. I just missed the win. All right, so that's it. 5-1. I have 2 chances to break my rut, my 6-run rut. It'd be really awesome to make it to 7 wins, because I haven't done that with Priest in like almost like over a month, really. If you go back in time, I could check my channel. I don't remember exactly when was the last time I had a good Priest run, but it was like probably in March, which is a little bit embarrassing. I try to be good with all the classes. I pride myself on having over a 6-win average with every class, but Priest, I've averaged less than that in my last 6 runs, so I'm kind of like running on legacy here. Pato Papao, another rogue who gets to go second against me. The first rogue didn't actually get the ringleader combo, and she just died. We'll see how this rogue fares. Warden, actually not bad. Not bad against an early aggressive start, if that's what the opponent ends up having. Crocolisk also isn't bad against the Defias ringleader, because she has to dagger up to kill it. She has a Fairy Dragon, though, which is really, really tame. I'm very happy to see that. So what happens now is, play the Crocolisk, and I hope it'll trade against the Fairy Dragon. If she dagger backstabs to kill it, then I play the other Crocolisk, and I hope it trades against the Fairy Dragon, and then if that doesn't work, then I got a Holy Nova, which will eventually kill this Fairy Dragon. She does, in fact, have the backstab dagger. Now she's got the dagger in her hand, so next turn, if she has another backstab, she can use this, kill it with the dagger that's already in her hand, and then she can still make her 3-mana play for the turn. But, I mean, if that's what she has, if she had a Fairy Dragon and 2 backstabs, I mean, there's nothing I could do. Just gotta play your cards sometimes and hope for that. She's actually gonna remake the dagger because she wants to put Deadly Poison on it. That's the only reason she would do that. And yep, there it is. So that's great. By great I mean terrible. So she really had the board control stuff going on here. Now, do I throw the Cobra away against the Fairy Dragon? Now let's do the Warden. Hopefully, well, even if she has a Kodo, she's used her coin to play the Fairy Dragon, so she's not gonna get to use the Kodo just yet. And this thing survives against stuff, not anymore. Okie dokie. Mokey pokey. Ball sacks. Now I could play Holy Nova here, but I'm going to take a little risk. I'm going to play the Acolyte of Pain instead. I'm gambling that she's going to play more stuff that dies to Holy Nova. Gambling, gambling, gambling. I don't think she'd want to use the Fairy Dragon to kill the Acolyte. That's a very emotionally difficult play to make. It feels really bad doing that. Now, she might realize that that's the correct thing to do and do it anyway, but there's a chance she won't. South Sea Deckhand, with the Raid Leader's help, will actually kill the Acolyte. Now, this is still card advantage for me because she ate a card and to kill mine, and my guy drew me a card. Is that all she's going to do this turn? Seems so. Alright, now here, I'm going to not use Holy Nova because I'd rather put a minion on the board than play Holy Nova. So we're going to Holy Smite the Raid Leader and kill the Fairy Dragon. If you're wondering, Boris, why didn't you smite the Fairy Dragon? That hits this guy harder. Reason is, cannot target Fairy Dragon with Holy Smite, because Fairy Dragons cannot be targeted by spells. You can't actually read that here, but you know what I'm saying. Alright, Gorbashi Berserker, very good card for her here. Reckless Rocketeer is not strong enough to kill it. But the Cobra's a pretty good answer to it. So I'm going to play the Cobra, and I can play Lightspawn here as well. But playing Lightspawn seems a bit silly. I'm just going to heal my guy. I mean, basically, healing this guy lets me keep a minion on the board. Like, this Gurubashi was going to kill my guy, so I might as well just preserve my guy. And then that's the same as... Like, Lightspawn would have put a minion on the board, and then a minion would have died. This just keeps a minion on the board, so either way I get a minion on the board, but it's fewer cards. Just going to freeze my Cobra, which is very irritating, because that stops me from being able to kill the Gurubashi, unfortunately. I have Reckless Rocketeer and Holy Fire, either of which will kill these things. But I cannot play both of them, obviously. However, I do have enough mana to then Mind Vision or Heal. Which one do I want? Mind Vision or Heal? Mind Vision or Heal? Mind Vision or Heal? I think we don't want the Mind Vision, because maybe she has a good answer for stuff. She has that thing? Oh my god, that's the crappiest thing. Okay. Well, let's do Holy Fire. Save the Reckless Rocketeer for later. The healing is actually somewhat important. Granted, maybe if she plays Taunt, I'll regret not having used the Reckless Rocketeer while I had the chance. She's going to play the Farseer. Does she have a backstab for this? Not yet. Oh, she has something. She has an Eviscerate. Damn it! That's the really one card alongside backstab I didn't want her to have. So now I can't kill her 2 power, 3 toughness minions. That Eviscerate was so gigantically clutch. It cannot be overstated. She has a bunch of 3 toughness things against my Holy Nova. This is freaking delightful. I could actually play Reckless Rocketeer, Power Word Shield, make it a 5-4, kill this, heal it. Or I could play a Light Spawn, make a 7-7, and also drop this guy down for poops and giggles. No, we're gonna do this. This gives me a card. Holy Nova number 2 lets me Poor Man's Flame Strike next turn. So in light of that fact, I'm gonna let her keep that guy with Wind Fury. I'm gonna damage that there. I'm gonna heal this thing up, so it's harder to kill. So she has to use the Frost Elemental to kill it. Then I've got Poor Man's Flame Strike potential next turn. I don't have to do it, but I could do it. I'm actually doing fine on cards, especially if she plays more minions that die to Poor Man's Flame Strike like that. I could get up really far ahead. Oh, geez, that's big. Oh, that's an 8-8. It'll be at 4 health after the Holy Novas. God, that's not good. Shadow Word Pain is not helpful. So if I play Light Spawn and 1 Holy Nova, that's obviously no good. If I play Light Spawn and heal myself, she can hit me for 8, 12, 16, 18. And then I'm at 1 point of health. Oh, Dagger kills me off. I have to do this. I had to do that. Well, the Frostwolf Warlord, I gotta admit, was pretty much the best 5-drop she could have hoped to have. So that thing, I don't have anything that will kill it in this deck. I've already used Holy Fire and Reckless Rocketeer. I think that's all that I have that can kill it. I mean, I just have to hope this Light Spawn will get there. Thoughtsteel could give me an Eviscerate. She's already used 2 Eviscerates, but who knows? Thoughtsteel might get me another one. Sunwalker, Texas Ranger. Alright, we're going to do this. And think, I could Shadow Word Pain this off. Sunwalker does hold up against her board really nicely. If I play the Shadow Word, I can still play this guy down, which doesn't help that much. Alright, we're going to do this. And heal and play that guy. Now the risk is she can get me down to 3 health at this point, so I might lose. But I'm putting more under the board. I took a minion off her board and I put one on my side. So if she can deal 3 damage, she wins. And Sunwalker might have protected me, and it looks like she does have the goods. Sinister Strike, what an embarrassing way to lose. Okay, well, now we are at 5-2, and a loss here means I extend my rut with Priest to 7 games. That is, like, I think a longer rut than I have ever had with any other class, and it's quite remarkable considering that Priest was my most consistent class for a very long period of time. I had like over 20 arenas with Priest, averaging like 80% success rate, hitting to 6. Oh man, it was like 23 successes and 4 non-successes, and then I got like 6 failures in a row. Well, anyway, I haven't lost yet, so you never know. I might actually still win and make it to 6. But I'm certainly not in the clear. Glick the Paladin. I do not like being a priest against Paladins because they can put the minions onto the board and you can't really take them off the board very easily. Thoughtsteel I think is a little early to keep. I will keep Shadow Word Pain in case he plays a real card, and in fact I hope he does play real cards, because if he plays minions I'm going to have a tough time dealing with them until I play the Acolyte of Pain on turn 3, which is, you know, pretty much aeons away. Emperor Cobra. Alright, this makes me wish I were second so I could coin stuff out. I hope he doesn't coin anything out. Well, I don't mind if he coins something out. I guess I'll Shadow Word Paint it. Alright, Power Word Shield doesn't really help. Let me mana heal him to pass the time. Not a good start. Not a good opener. Swamp Ooze. Okay. So I can Shadow Word Paint that, or I can just use Holy Smite. Always a dilemma which of those to use. Really don't want to play either of these cards out in front of it. I'm going to go ahead and use Shadow Word Pain for tempo reasons. Basically, next turn I can play the Cobra and the Acolyte and Holy Smite. Now, it's a far cry, hoping that on turn 3 he plays something that can be killed with Holy Smite. But if that is what happens, then I'm in really great shape. In fact, that is actually what happens. Alright, so we're not going to reveal my Cobra yet. Let's go ahead and play the... Wait a minute. If he plays like a Senjin or a Yeti or something next turn and I've got this Acolyte out here, I'm going to feel really dumb. Okay, we're going to go ahead and play the Cobra. And we're going to Holy Smite this Raptor. Notice I used the top decked one. That is good to do because if someone's watching your hand, they'll think, you know, oh, he just top decked it, so they'll think he doesn't, you don't have another one. Now, the disadvantage of the Cobra is if he plays a Recruit here, I'll feel silly because I didn't play my Acolyte out. Earthen Ring Farseer is a pretty good answer to Cobra. It'll trade nicely with it. Luckily for me, though, I have Power Word Shield. This is actually turning around all of a sudden. This is turning out to be an okay thing because my opponents had a slow start. Now, I can heal this up, but I don't think it's as important as playing Acolyte. This does leave it vulnerable to some things like Stormsuck Commando or Charging Warrior or whatever. But even and it also will now die to Hammer of Wrath. But if he had like a True Super Champion, for example, healing it would have done nothing and I would have kept a minion off the board for no reason. Cold-Light Oracle! Wow! Didn't expect that at 5 and wins. Generally a pretty terrible card, especially in front of an Acolyte. And he's going to give it Taunt, but that's really not that good. My goodness. Well, we have a lot of options here. Lots of options. I could just play a Sunwalker and sit tight. Then I'm not clearing his board, unfortunately. I could smite this thing, draw a card against that thing, and then heal up my Cobra. Leaves me with 3 mana. I could Thought Steal. I could Shadow Word Pain this thing. Heal up my Cobra. Use that to kill the Cold-Light Oracle. And then get another card. So basically I have a choice between clearing his board and getting a bunch of cards, or just playing a Sunwalker, adding more board presence, but then not clearing out his board. So I think actually getting cards and clearing out his board is better. The question is, what do I want to use? Shadow Word Pain or Holy Smite? Well, if I'm going to have mana left over for Thought Steal, I might as well just Thought Steal first. Get another Cobra and a Storm Enchantment, which is actually not the worst thing. Okay. Let's draw a card here then. Holy Fire, alright. So we heal this up. We smite that. We kill that. We pass the turn. So we're going for a grinding victory here. He's got 8 cards to my 8, but I have 2 extra cards on the board, and this one's going to draw me some cards. Storm Enchampion's also a pretty good drop. It's difficult for Paladins to deal with it, except for by having a really big creature, but the only big creature he could have would die to my Cobra. So he Consecrates, which is a very unimpressive Consecration because it gives me a card. And now I can make a Recruit. Okay. So I can't kill that Recruit unless I do something silly like Shadow Word Pain, but I've got these Holy Novas that'll kill the Recruits. So let's play the... Whoa. God, I hate how the cards change on you sometimes. Let's play the Ravenholt Assassin. Nice and stealthy. It'll be ready to kill some big stuff. Next turn I could potentially Holy Nova if he plays a Recruit and some more little things. Or like a Holy Nova, Shadow Word Pain maybe, depending on what he plays. I could play a Stormwind Champion, although it'd be nice if I could get some more creatures on the board before I play Stormwind Champion. Holy Nova plus Cobra is another thing I could do. Well, this is quite the control battle here. He actually is doing okay on cards. Like, I haven't gotten that much card advantage through my Acolyte and Thought Steal, but I have gotten a little bit. Wow, that is not the ticket to victory for my opponent here. Unfortunately, I can't Shadow Word that, but man, that is a pretty weak card. Alright, let's go ahead and kill this off. Let's play the Stormwind Knight to kill a Recruit. I'm actually tempted to Shadow Word Pain the other Recruit, but let's not be that crazy. Let's just play Fairy Dragon and heal up my Assassin so that it doesn't die to the Recruit automatically. Now, Hammer of Wrath would be good against this Assassin, but it'd be half his mana. If he leaves me with minions on the board so that I can play Stormwind Champion, then I'm in pretty good shape. He's got a Peacekeeper, which I don't really mind that much. This is now the dedicated minion swapper, and with Stormwind Champion, it's a 2/4, which isn't even that bad. I can also heal it up more to make it better. Holy Wrath, okay, so he takes a gamble on this guy, and gets a 4-mana card. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Holy Wrath was actually not terrible for somebody. Shadow Madness is not that helpful. I could use Shadow Word Pain to kill that. Yeah, that seems fine. Shadow Word Pain to kill that. Let's kill off the Recruit with my Minion Sweeper. And play Stormwind Champion that I thought stole and hit him for 4. Okay, so now I'm eking out a little bit of a lead here. I have 7 cards in my hand to 8 in his hand, but I have 3 extra cards on the board. And they're big. Well, this is big, and these are nicely sized. I still have Holy Fire, Poor Man's Flame Strike, and Shadow Madness for removal. He Holy Wraths into another 4-mana card. It's not enough to kill the Stormwind Champion. I wonder if those cards are Consecration. Consecration would leave these two alive, however, because of the wacky way that buffing works in Hearthstone. No, it's just a Chillwind Yeti. Alrighty. Right, Frostwolf Warlord, I think, has to get dropped now. So, let's think. If I Holy Nova, I can actually preserve my Stormwind Champion. But no, let's just play the Cobra. Frostwolf Warlord. And I could throw these two away to protect my Stormwind Champion, or just I could throw the Stormwind Champion away. Let's, I think, throw away the Stormwind Champion. So if you're going to throw the Stormwind Champion away, you attack with the other minions first, while they still have the damage buff. I could actually ignore this thing and just hit him for 6 damage. I'm just going to hit him for 6 damage. That is a violation of the Don't Let Paladins Keep Creatures rule, but I have a lot of burn potential here. I've got 2, 4 burn potential, plus 5 is 9. This is actually 14. Now, it'll take 3 turns for me to play all those cards, but I also have all these minions. So unless the Equality consecrates me or something like that, he's in a lot of trouble. Equality would also have the effect of making the Yeti have 1 health, so it would then die to Holy Nova. It's going to Blessing of Kings the Yeti, which allows it to still not quite kill the Frostwolf Warlord. Unless he goes at Blessed Champion. Okay, well this is, ladies and gentlemen, why you don't let Paladins keep creatures. I almost just lost the game to freaking Blessed Champion. That's hilarious. Okay, so what is he going to do with this coin? Make a recruit. Okay, well, he loses now, but that was... He had 2 Holy Champions and a Blessed Champion. Seriously, Paladins have some of the worst rares. I think Warlocks have the worst rares, but Paladins are up there. With Blessed Champion being just worse than, like, Blessing of Might, and Holy Wrath being worse than Hammer of Wrath. There's just, like, 2 rare cards that are pretty much always worse. Not strictly worse, but just worse than their common counterparts. I feel like that's especially sad. At least the Warlock's crappy rare cards, like Void Terror, are, you know, and like Felguard, at least they're novel, they're kind of interesting. They're not like common cards, but a worse version. Anyway, we made it to 6, so we're out of the rut, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for pulling through it with me. Let's see if we can make it into the money now. We have to kill a druid to do so. Jaxie 0421. This is unbelievably bad as an opening hand. Mind Vision. Alright, I'll keep the Mind Vision just to have something to do. And maybe steal one of his early plays. Alright, we got a Crocolisk. 2 Crocolisks. Well, I think I'm going to hold on to the Mind Vision then. I think it's better to coin out the Crocolisks back to back. A commenter actually made a point recently that because I am so concerned about curve, I sometimes make suboptimal decisions. Now, I think that was a valid critique, but I do think it's worth pointing out that taking Crocolisks over potentially better cards is actually not a bad move. As you can see here, it's letting me put stuff onto the board and get a foothold in the game so I don't just lose before my other good cards come online. That's not to say that I draft perfectly or that I don't make mistakes. I do. It's just that the Crocolisks are fair. Alright, I'm going to play a Panda, which is actually not a big deal. It's really not that big of a deal because ultimately I can just Holy Smite plus a Crocolisk to kill it. So I'm going to hit him in the face. Now, I took a risk by not doing that right now, but I figured it was worth it to put the Crocolisk out onto the table. So if he puts a mark of Wild the Wild in or some dumb thing like that, then okay, so be it. But like if he Claws Moonfires the other one to death, you know, that's life. But I figure it's probably pretty safe. Alright, he's cheekily hitting me here. Here we will Mind Vision first, just in case he has a better answer to this than my Holy Smite Crocolisk. I don't know what that would be, honestly. Oh, whoa, Ancient of War, okay. Oh man, I can't deal with this guy. I have nothing that deals with that at all, anywhere in my deck. Well, I guess this. I have to play this and hope he can't deal with it either, because 5/10 taunt, I have no Shadow Word Death, I have no Silence, I have no Mind Control, I got nothing. And in fact, I have nothing to play, speaking of nothing. Cobra, well, that's actually a really good drop, so now he's going to have to use some removal, or lose his Senjin. I have nothing to play next turn either, except for Holy Nova, which is like grossly unlikely to actually come up. Yeah, I'm not playing Holy Nova against that stuff, that's for sure. And he will just do that. Now, that's risky. If I had Power Word Shield, I could actually kill this engine off and not lose my Cobra, but I don't. So we will kill this off. Is it worth it to play Holy Nova here? I don't think it is. Just to kill the Squire? No. So let's heal up, pass the turn. I drew a bunch of endgame stuff. Next turn he's going to play Ancient of War. Oh man, this is ugly. I don't think we're going to make it, folks. I tried so hard and came so far, but in the end it just didn't even matter. Alright, now we're in a lot of trouble. I kind of don't want to play Holy Fire because this thing will deal 5 damage to his Ancient of War, which like I might need to do. But Sunwalker seems awfully loose. I'm going to do it though. It's got to happen. If he has an answer for it, then he has an answer for it. Oh, Jesus. Jesus Jones. Is he going to play his Ancient of War? I think you saw him flick it right there. You saw him flick it. It's like, I got a pretty good board position. I could just drop that sucker down. But what if he has Shadow Word Death? Okay, he chooses to risk it, and no, I don't have Shadow Word Death. He's going to pop the Squire, which is quite smart, because that Squire's going to die to Holy Nova anyway. Let's see if he pops the Divine Shield to damage my guy. Yep. Yep. Holy Nova plus Holy Smite is 4 damage, plus 4 is 8. This thing survives with 2 health. It is ridiculous how good that card is. Okay. Now the interesting thing for me is that my Ancient of War doesn't protect the Sunwalker because the Sunwalker also has taunts, so his Ancient of War just kills my Sunwalker. But it does protect me from taking more damage from his other stuff, so I will actually do it. This is risky. He could always have something weird. He could have like a freaking, I don't know, Black Knight or Silence or something. But gotta go for it. Just gotta go for it. So now you can pop the Divine Shield and kill the Sunwalker with Shapeshift. Or just use this to kill that Sunwalker. It's got an 8/8, which is unfortunate. Luckily, these guys aren't big enough to kill my own Ancient of War. Oh my gosh, I could actually survive though. I'm actually doing okay on cards if you think about it. Alright, well, am I going to Power Word Shield this turn? Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8 healing, or Holy Smite. Okay, I think I'm going to do it. Well, hang on, what could I possibly draw that would make me not Holy Nova on this turn? What could I possibly draw that would make me not Holy Nova? I've already used my Cobra. Shadow Word Pain doesn't matter. I don't have any Shadow Word Deaths. If I had Shadow Word Deaths, I'd go for the Power Word Shield, but I got nothing, so I might as well just not use the Power Word Shield this turn. Let's just Holy Nova. Deal a bunch of damage. And then what I can do... Oh, this is why I need to Power Word Shield. Right. I messed up, folks. I should have Power Word Shielded first. Luckily, it didn't make a difference. I needed to Power Word Shield so that I can actually kill this thing and live to tell about it. Now, the Ironbark kills this and lives to tell about it with 1 health, but then a Holy Nova, if I top deck it off the top, will finish the Ironbark off. It's got a swipe, though. That means the Ironbark's hitting my face. Uh oh, this is bad. This is real bad. I actually needed now 2 for 1 to kill the Ironbark with Holy Smite plus Reckless Rocketeer or Holy Fire. Actually, Holy Fire is more important because I need to heal pretty badly here. Alright, this is getting ugly, but it could still work. It could still work. So we Holy Fire the Ironbark. Heal. Holy Smite to kill it. Now I can heal up some more, but I can't take that risk. I can't do that. I need to play the Fairy Dragon. I need to put minions down. Now I can use the Novice Engineer plus Shapeshift. And when the smoke is cleared, I'll have 4 cards to my 4, but he's got the first play, so he's got the advantage, but I'm hanging in there. It's not impossible to win. Mad Bomber, that's risky. Please kill the Novice Engineer. Okay. So the Mad Bomber missed the Fairy Dragon and killed his Engineer. That was a huge risk that he took for really no reason, unless he's trying to burn me out. Squire, tell me, oh man, I need another Holy Nova. I got 2 more in the deck. Please, give me a Holy Nova. Please. Please give me a Holy Nova. I'd love a Holy Nova if you would please. Okay, so I could Dragon the Mechanic and Frostpool Warlord. Problem with that is, after I kill the Mad Bomber, he's got 6, 7, and then I could lose. I don't want to go down to 2 health. I don't want to risk that here. So, do I Thought Steal to hope he has an answer for me? I could Thought Steal Reckless Rocketeer, then I can't heal. I could Thought Steal Frostpool Warlord just for a 5/5 and heal, but then I'm at 11. which means he'd have to have 4 or 6 plus. He'd have to have 4 damage to kill me. I guess it's better than having 2. There's a big difference between 4 and 2. Well, let's not steal first. I'm gonna try it. I mean, the safest plan is just a Reckless Rocketeer, kill this, use this to kill that, and then play the Dragonling Mechanic. Why don't I just do that? Then he'd have to deal 7 damage to me. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do this. Do that. Do that. And then play this. He could shapeshift to kill the Dragonling, but at least the 2/4 is killing his Squire, which is important. Now, swipe would clear my board, but if he has a swipe, he can kill me anyway, probably. I mean, it's 4, 6, 7. Chillwind Yeti is pretty good. That hurts a lot. Harvest Golem, so he's just flooding the board with stuff, which is very good for him. Holy Nova doesn't really even help me very much anymore. He will kill that thing. He'll help me for 2. Yep, and I am almost facing lethal. Alright, well, let's Thought Steal once. See what we got. We got a bunch of junk. Oh, fudge. Ugh. Well, I have to heal myself. Do I Thought Steal? I can still play the Crocolisk, so yeah, we're going to Thought Steal again. This is a lot better. If I had gotten this first, I could have gotten 5 health. Ball sacks. Well, we're going to have to heal up now. Kill the Squire, play Crocolisk. He's got 4, 6, 7 damage. Okay, he needs 2 damage and he wins. I did not pull the right Thought Steal. So if I lose, it's just a little bit of bad luck. It happens. But if I can play this and heal for 5, I can actually be okay. Starfire is the game, unfortunately. And he sees that he has the kill. Well, I technically ended my cold streak with Priest. I got up to 6, which I consider a success. But it is decreasing my 7 win percentage closer to 50%. So after climbing up and getting a safe margin of like 6 runs or so, I'm teetering back down. Thanks for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to help me out. Our prize is actually really good for 6 wins. This is 130 gold, so it's almost getting back our entry fee, and definitely better than buying packs from the store. But, so close. So close. Got an epic. Bane of Doom. I don't know. I always say, oh, I don't know if I already have this one, and then it turns out I always already have it. But maybe that was new. No, I have 2 of them. Well, still, it's better than getting a common, so it's like an extra 95 dust, and I'm pretty happy about that. What do we have over here? Oh, we unlocked a Northshire Cleric, the 2nd golden one. That's great. I will certainly use those in my decks. The next arena, which you will see tomorrow, is Druid, Hunter, or Paladin. Any one of these could actually happen. I'm not sure. So thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you again soon.